That was it. We were missing one of the mages that was signed up as well.
Do you want me to give you the piece I have, so we're not both putting them down?
Yeah, that might actually be best because I don't always pay attention to the chat thing.
Hop up and down, please.
I'm on this little platform up
Oh,
here.
there you are. I see you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So at this point, it looks like we are just waiting on Viola. Um, but he normally shows up like literally 2 minutes before the raid window. So let's just give it like 10 minutes for him to show up because he is one of our tanks, and I wouldn't like to kill stuff without him.
Oh, do we need him for trash?
I mean, we don't need him for trash, so we can clear up to the first boss. Yeah, good point.
Do we have a mage table out yet?
I'll
We
put it
haven't
out.
put any food out yet.
I just gave everybody assist. If I don't know if the healers want to move groups around, I'm not good at that stuff. If you want to put the tanks in their own spot or however it works for you guys, everybody has that power to do that.
You might want to put the rogues together.
When you get to Naxx, you'll want to put the shaman healer in with the tank for the cleansing totem.
And we could definitely use the rogues could definitely use a feral druid if there is one.
If you need bleeds, I'm an arms warrior, so I got hella bleeds for you guys.
And if you can put Sticky in with bleed, that would be even better.
The bleeds are great. Broomy is awesome with that.
Because I like doing 8% more damage.
Yeah, I keep mine up I keep my rend on at least like 90% uptime, so we should be good for that.
Can you put Sticky in group 1 then, please?
You don't have to do that.
Oh, never mind. You're right. It's not group. I'm sorry.
So we do have two priests, so we're gonna try and do military first because that's, in my opinion, the biggest headache. So if we can just kind of rip that band-aid off and power through that, the rest of these wings should knock on wood be easier. So we'll just try and get the bull crap out of the way.
Do I have to be in group with you for the bleeds to work, or no?
No, I think it should be the only fight where that would ever matter is I can't think of it, Gothic, when we're all separated. Like any fight where we're not on the same side of the room, then it would matter.
Yeah, I get you. We're
But
usually on the same side, though.
yeah, we usually put melee together, so I'll have bleeds for you guys.
Okay, can anybody hear me?
Great. Barely, but you're very low.
Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Yeah, better.
Much better.
Lizzie, I gave you focus magic. Give me focus magic.
She's here with me, not on Discord by herself. Who is that?
Darkwing.
Roger.
Yeah, Mago, give Spawner focus magic, and you give him focus magic.
Who was that?
Sproxy, do you have focus magic?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay.
I got mine on Mego.
What about you, Thick Hottie? Do you have focus magic?
Yeah, it's on Mego.
Yeah, give it to Sproxy. All right, cool. We all have focus magic. Cool.
Thank you.
Did we get a feast out already? I feel like we did, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I put one out.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I did too. I had another few.
We can if I'm gonna do a ready check here, we can probably start just clearing trash while we wait for Walla. If Walla doesn't show up by like 8:10, I'm gonna give Vanillas his spot and we'll just have an extra DPS, and then one of our tanks can, well, we'll figure out the tank situation from there because I can always go tank too. So, but we have more than enough tanks right now, so we should be all right. But I just don't, I don't want to go out without V. Yeah, Mike, I'll let you. If he doesn't show up, you'll definitely be the tank to take his spot. If you're cool with that, of course. All right, cool. I kind of figured. I love it. Appreciate it. Alrighty, we could probably start clearing trash. Yep, Banjo, I'll let you kind of pace us. And Beef did mention it. I think it's the Death Knight captains, I think, that do a whirlwind, or is it, or Dark Touch Warriors? Dark Touch Warriors.
Warrior.
Yeah, they do a nasty AoE. So if you're melee, just don't. I mean, if you get hit by it, it's whatever. You're probably gonna get one shot though.
Yeah, they always get me.
Holy shit, we got a shaman too?
Sir, Mill got us a good shaman, so.
I wouldn't say good, but you got one.
Hey, any shaman is better than no shaman, so.
Yes, sir.
No, but I really do appreciate everybody who's here that's not, like in the guild or a regular. I appreciate you guys all coming out to make sure we didn't have to get any pugs or anything. Oh, and actually, since we're waiting on V, when we get up to the first boss, this is very bad of me, I still need to figure out who's handling loot, so we'll figure that out when we get there.
Waiting on the pat. We got him anyway. It's been so long since I played, I can't even find my taunt button with my finger.
Yeah, dude. Whenever I have to go back to Prot after like not playing it for 3 weeks, it's a mess.
What game was this again?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna have Beef do Master Loot because he's offered to do it. I appreciate that. He's got no mic, but he's usually pretty damn good at handling the loot. As always, if one of us makes a mistake and we accidentally roll something that was reserved, just say, hey, I reserved that, and we'll check it. But we haven't had any issues like that.
probably need to wait on them to pat back so we don't get that other group with them.
Sounds good. So in the interest of time, I will give V until like 8:05. If he's not here, we have a mage that's ready to come along. So I'll just invite him, and we'll just have more DPS, and we still have 3 tanks, so we should be fine.
This next pool has 3 warriors that will whirlwind. It is dangerous.
Yeah, if you don't want to die, melee might just not want to engage on this next pack, then.
It's called evasion.
Yeah, my warrior evasion doesn't work so well.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna explain this fight real quick, and then by the time the explanation's done, if V is not logged on, we're gonna invite Vanillus, and he's gonna come along for us. He knows this stuff pretty well, so I won't have to repeat the explanation for him. Thank you for the
Charlie,
feast.
I have to relog. My game just went right off my screen.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'll
Do
be
whatever you got to
right
do.
back.
Yeah, take your time. So for this fight, we are going to need. We have the 2 okay, yeah, we have a good setup for this. Gus, you can stay DPS and you won't have to tank for this one. But what we're gonna need is we're gonna need the 2 tanks to tank the back 2 ads, the Dark Knight understudies. They're gonna hold them by themselves. DPS shouldn't be touching them because they're gonna be basically our backups for this fight, and I'll explain why we need them to be at a high health. Our 2 priests, which should be Kit and Resulator, ouch, are going to mind control the closer 2 ads. I'm going to mark them. We got, let's see, Cross and Square. Cross and Square are going to be mind controlled, and they're going to be the ones tanking the boss. He hits way too hard for any tank to actually sit there and soak his hits. So the priests need to basically juggle, like taunt juggle with the understudies. I know Resulator has done this before. Kit, do you like need an explanation on how the hotbar and all that works?
No, I've done this before.
All right, beautiful, love it. So our priests, hopefully, this one might take a couple of tries because it can be a sloppy fight, but I think our priests are pretty familiar with it, so we should be all right on that front. But basically, this whole fight, we're just going to be on Resuvius. If you're DPS, do not touch the ads. We need the ads alive because if they start to die, we need to use the backups. If the backups die at any point, he's going to run around and kill everybody. Other than that, for DPS, it's pretty much just a tank and spank. We're gonna sit there and DPS him down while the tanks kind of the tanks and the priests do their job. He will do a serrated knife thing where he throws a heavy bleed out on somebody. Can't be avoided. It's just going to hit hard and it's going to do a lot of damage. Ranged are going to want to stand basically max range, but somewhere on top of this platform, kind of where I'm at right now. He's got a disrupting shout that does a butt ton of damage, I think, and it drains your AO or your mana. So if you get hit enough by it, you will be out of mana and you're just kind of screwed. And in a way, this is a DPS race because we need to kill him before he kills all the ads. I think that's everything for this fight. Melee or ranged wants to stay at max range. Tanks are going to take the back 2 ads, keep them as backups. Priests are going to mind control the front 2 ads, juggle the boss between them. And with like as a general note, with all these fights, DPS, you want to give the tanks like a solid 5 to 10 seconds to build their threat, or else that boss will turn around and just start killing everybody. This fight is like the #1 version of that. If you aggro him before those ads have the threat on him, he's really fast and he's just going to run around and kill everybody. So let the priests kind of establish their thing, and then we can all kind of get in there and start zerging on them.
One thing we did in our kills of this guy is we made sure we tried to tank them in the green. If it gets toward the bottom of the ramp, the disrupting shout will get everybody up on top here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It also makes it easier for us to stay with the boss.
And also, Holy just brought up a good point too that I completely forgot. Make sure that the understudies are healed for healers. Basically, you know, we have no tanks for this fight other than the 2 tanks that are going to be tanking the ads. The ads themselves don't do too much. You know, I mean, make sure our tanks aren't dying, but the priest ads are the ones that actually really need to soak up a lot of heals for this fight. No one else really should be getting hit other than that knife that goes out and does a bleed on one person. So healers should be pretty focused on the ads.
Something I'll throw in there and add is at the beginning of the pool, the priests need to decide which one they are taking, and it's easiest if the square is the first one to be mind controlled, but you want to make sure that Resuvius is at the back left ad whenever you step into mind control, or else there is a chance he will immediately aggro to to somebody in the group, and you will have to try to chase him down with the mind controlled mob, and it just makes it more sloppy.
Also, if you don't know, you want to mind soothe just before you mind control on the mob that you're going to mind control.
Yep, great point. Thank you. So Vanilla's actually just logged out before I was about to invite him. So, and we don't have V, but we have 24 out of 25. So I say let's just do this. I gotta do a ready check. We'll get all our buffs up. Get your flask, your food buff if you need it, and if someone has a pull timer, usually we had Lakes do it, but he's not here. So if anybody has a pull timer, that might be pretty helpful. My DBM is like brand new setup, so I don't have all my old settings and all that. But if not, we've been fine without a pull timer before. So.
You don't want any of the range on the ramp then. You definitely want to stay on top of this.
Yep, you want to get your max. Keep your max range. The problem is, it's kind of finicky with the ads. He might be taunted he might be tanked in the middle of the circle. He might be tanked closer to the ramp. Just make sure you're at max range, but you're still getting your LOS on him, because you will lose a butt ton of mana if not.
Spawn soon.
Priest and tanks should all go in as a unit. Once the priest mind control, the tanks go pick up the other ads.
Let's do this.
Let Resuvius get on one of the ads before we start loading into him. All right, DPS should be able to go in now.
It just says it's immune to my taunts. There we go. I got it.
Taunted.
Okay, I'm taunting soon. Taunted.
see blizzards. Why do we have blizzards?
Taunted. Okay. Dropping mine.
Yeah, our understudies are getting a little bit lowish. If we lose one of them, we'll have to pick up one of the backups.
We've already used one of the backups.
Yep.
Shit. Well,
Alright, I'm taunting.
Oh shit, I didn't all press that. That's my bad.
I died. You want to taunt this guy?
It's under 50%. Oh. I got one of the understudies on me.
yeah, we're gonna have to wipe this one. We lost the priest.
Yep. I'm gonna divine intervate one of the healers, I think. That was a healer, right? So it was.
I got a soul stone on me, but I'm not sure if I'm too close.
Keep that bubble on and it'll keep you protected the whole time. Just wait till we wipe. Then you won't have to waste a soul stone.
Yeah, so one thing I did notice was there was a lot of AoE going on there, and we really shouldn't be AoEing because it's gonna it's gonna just add extra damage onto the ads whenever they're not mind controlled. But other than that, we got him down to what, like 41%, and we lost 2 of the ads, so we can do this for sure. Don't be sorry, Izzy. It's okay. I didn't really explicitly say don't AoE. I should have said that. So that's my fault. But this fight is pure single target. So don't even use cleave or anything, because as soon as they drop the mind control, you can start hurting them, and it makes it kind of harder.
We should be close enough where we're at right now. It looks where none of us are in the green. I shouldn't have to release, right? The melee underneath.
I'm not sure. I hope not.
No, I think you can reach. Now let us know if you can get one of us down here. Otherwise, I'll start running back.
Yeah.
I'm scared about trying to res beef. I'll say that.
Thank you, Sin.
He's got a big aggro radius. Might as well just have people.
Yeah, I think beef is still fine because we're not in the green. Actually, as long as you get me, I really don't care about everybody else. So there.
You can just summon people back.
I'm just gonna release.
Known to love.
Wait, we have a lockup, right?
Yeah, I just released. If you're under, you should probably release just because it looks a little sketchy.
Lazy priests. Wow.
Priests? Hey, don't be bugging the priests.
Make me run 15 seconds.
And then the other thing I was gonna say is if the tanks can just kind of hold the ads a little bit farther away, just in case like people accidentally, because I mean sometimes we just have passive AoEs and shit like that where you can't really help doing damage around you. So I don't know if that'll help or not.
Probably would.
I'm actually really impressed by that first attempt, guys. That was great.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry if I'm sounding like very critical. That was very, very good for first try on that shit.
It probably took us a good 10, 12 attempts to get it down the first time.
Yeah, he's one of the harder ones.
So with with us only running 3 healers for this, is there any way that we can stand at farther range to avoid the disrupting shouts? Because I don't think we have the healing to keep that. Like, that's going to smoke people eventually.
Yeah, that's a good point. Losing the 2 priests is kind of big.
But it won't be as bad if all the range can just really stay their max range.
Well,
Yeah, good point.
I could spec Resto for this fight if you don't need the DPS from me.
Might not be a bad idea.
because I'm dual spec.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, that might actually that might help just to get extra hots out. But Sinner is also right. I mean, if our range is just at max range and we don't lose a crap ton of mana, we should be all right. I mean, again, that was a very good first attempt. So
If
So what do you want
Grumpy
me to do?
could
You want me to
heal,
stay DPS, or you want me to? What do you want?
I have a suggestion. If Grumpy could heal, then he could put his bigger heals, which I don't have, onto the understudies. I can just focus on raid healing because my heals aren't like the hugest heals, so the understudies I don't do a lot for.
then Belmundo, we'll just have you stay DPS. Sinner can do that, and we'll have if Gus, if you can heal, that would be helpful if you can just heal the understudies. But it's up to you.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. So yeah, you'll just be healing the ones that pretty much the priests are. Yeah, on the understudies, the ones that the priests are mind controlling, the two closer ones. So, what is it? Cross and square. I'm also sorry. I'm kind of not going super fast here, just because I'm trying to find a 25th as we're like doing this. But we don't really need one for this fight.
Do you want another person?
I mean, yeah, I would like another person, but we don't need one right now, is what I'm saying. I'd rather finish this boss and then I can keep looking.
I have another person.
Okay, well then, are they DPS? We'd love to have them.
Elemental Shami.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean that would be nice. I say we give this another shot before we unless you want to invite him now, but it's up to you.
Don't matter to me.
I say we just give this another shot. I think we got it this time, and then we'll get them in here if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, honestly.
Call out when you want bloodlust heroism, please.
Yes, sir. Will do. We can probably. I think Kit knows pretty well, but I think do we lust at the start for this fight? I don't know if it really matters.
Probably better to lust at the start of this one.
Okay, then yeah, we'll just lust whenever we get most of our DPS actually on the boss. And Beef, I don't know. That's a hard question to answer.
The ads shouldn't be tanked near the boss where the fight is, so you should be okay to AoE around him, like whirlwinds and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you're only doing that against the two ads that are tanking and mind control, they should be fine. It's just if the two ads that are being off tanked, if they're far enough away, then we should be all right.
You won't even hit the ones that are mind controlled.
No, they're friendly.
Good point.
You don't touch them.
Alrighty. I think everyone hit ready. Banjo, if we can get another pull timer if the priests are ready.
All right, Chromie, if I got to be farther away, you're the only warrior, and you're the only rage character, so you need to use your demoralizing shout or whatever it is while it's going on too.
Gonna wait for him to go around again.
Gotcha, sir.
That's the reason why I'm prone to get closer, is because I try to keep the demoralizing roar on the boss.
Oh yeah. I can do that for you. Absolutely.
Whoa, what the?
He turned around and went back.
What a
Wait,
jerk.
don't pull. He was like going to the left, and then he turned around and went back. All right, whichever priest is taking the square, go ahead and do it now.
Let's do this.
Right, remember, guys, let the ads get their aggro. DPS can get on, and then once we have enough people on, let's get a nice heroism. Yeah, you could probably pop it now.
Taunted. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, that was close. Whoa, and my guy broke. Oh, do we have Shadow up? Shut up, guys.
All right, Luther. I don't know how much threat you got.
I got quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty much stopping at this point. Somebody's water elemental is attacking one of the ads, but that's probably not necessarily significant.
I'm not even attacking them anymore at this point. I'm just standing here. But I got a pretty good hold on this one.
Our first set of ads are like 50%, so we're probably gonna need the backups at some point.
No, you good.
Taunting.
I'm just throwing my holy shield on every now and then. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It just keeps the aggro.
Yeah, I done quit attacking mine altogether.
If we have any battle reses, try and save them for the priest.
Oh, lost that one.
Ignore the melee that die. Try and get the priest up if they die at any point.
I taunted.
That's it. I'm over here.
Let me know when your shield's down. Taunting. I'm losing mine in 3 seconds. Taunted.
Oh, under 50.
Yeah, our first set of ads are at around 30%. Resuvius is getting under 50. We look like we have a lot of health on the ads left, which is good.
Oh yeah, these ones over here are pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are doing great job for the off tanks, keeping them over there.
We're just standing here watching, casting demoralizing roar every once in a while.
It's a hard task.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that soon. Taunted.
Oh. There you go.
Okay, I'm taunting.
Low on mana, about to lose the X, and
It's all right if we lose them. We got plenty left. We just need the priest to swap when they die. Wait, one of them died, so whoever was on that one will need to get one of the other ones. All right, they're both dead. We're gonna need the backups.
All right, I'm free, Luther. You're on your own, buddy. Who should I battle res?
Battle res beef.
Oh, there goes the other one. Fucking tag me in.
Res is down.
Belmondo, battle res resulator.
Dead.
Sinner, do you have a battle res?
For my res.
Can you get resulator if you have it? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
That's the only I have left.
Oh, he's on me. He's on me.
Every healer get on the understudy. Every healer spam the understudy.
I'm not gonna lie, before I did that taunt, I'm like, I'm probably gonna die. Whew.
somebody mark him, please. I can't find him.
He's down. Oh no.
You got this. You got this.
Okay.
Oh man. So close.
If anybody can taunt him back and forth, do something to keep him running. Make him run long distances.
I taunted him and he one shot me.
Yeah.
So close. So close.
He'd like de-taunted and started running towards the like main raid group, and I taunted him, and he came right at me, and I was so sure at that point in time I was dead.
Oh my.
Oh, jeez.
Very close.
Well, we lost a lot of melee pretty early.
Yeah, we did. I actually don't know what happened. I think somehow he lost aggro and just started one-shotting all of us. But
Mind controls kept breaking. I had 2 mind controls break in a row. You have to be really careful. Don't put shadow protection on people in this fight. I think it prevents mind control from lasting its full duration.
yeah, we got it. This is the one.
So no shadow resist auras and no power word shadow.
Don't worry, I'm just running with everybody else. I'm already inside the building.
Yeah, it's kind of where a 25th would have made a difference.
Thank you, Sin.
I think when I fell, it was harder on that one to keep staying alive by himself before I can get on another one to taunt.
You guys did a
kill the
hell of
one
a
he was
job,
on.
though. Recovering there at the end when we lost Rez and Sinner picked up Rez and you guys taunted them around for a while and you almost freaking killed them with like 5 people. Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
I have actually seen this boss killed on 10-man on a private server just by like taunting him around.
Yeah, someone sent that video in the Discord and it literally gave me a headache just watching them spin their camera like back and forth. If you have 4 tanks and you set up a square, you can keep him taunted to where he'll just constantly move in a circle, but if you miss one taunt, it's over.
My
Can you all
dumb
hear
ass,
me?
I didn't pick up any damn mage table food, so I'm out of mana.
Give you some. I don't need everything. I hardly ever use it.
I put a repair bot and a feast out if you guys need it.
Thanks,
I
Kermit.
might need a summons back.
Yeah, and whenever we get I don't know if the lock is back yet, but whenever we get our lock back, we'll get summons out.
Oh, well, there.
Perfect.
BRB fail. Where's Mr. Repair Bot?
I'll hop up and down beside him. There he is.
I definitely need that repair bot.
Thank you very much.
Is the repair bot still out?
Yep.
Yeah, the repair bot lasts like 15 or 20 minutes.
It's marked with a square on its head.
Gotcha.
We can wipe and he'll still be there when we get back.
Don't jinx us.
I didn't say we were gonna wipe. I said we could.
Okay, no, we don't want to, so bite your tongue.
We already did that twice. We don't want to do it anymore.
Third time's a charm.
Exactly. And we got an extra person. That's going to make that 5% difference.
Hello, people. I'm doing this.
Thank you for
Hello.
coming. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for
thank
helping
you.
out.
We haven't cleared any bosses yet, so you actually came here at a perfect time.
I do have. I was listening to your fight earlier, and are you guys bone shielding before you're taunting? Because that'll significantly reduce the damage that guy gets taken, and it'll lengthen his lifespan.
Usually, I've been taunting and then immediately bone shielding.
Yeah, you want to usually bone shield before you taunt, because as soon as you taunt, he hits him like hard as hell. So.
Okay.
Or that's at least the way that we usually do it over at my guild. And then, of course, those other guys at the back are just kind of held there for a while.
I mean, down to 4% on the second try. That's not bad at all.
No, you
No,
guys
not at all. Not
sound
at
like you guys did pretty good.
The priests have been fantastic.
Yeah, this is a, pardon my French, but this is a bitch of a fight if you're a priest because, you're going from whatever you guys normally do, either DPS or healing, to basically having to tank a fight for the first time, so. I'm going to wait for Sinner to get her potions, and then I'll do a ready check, and we'll tackle this again.
This is the one.
I'm good, Banjo, but thank you.
Yeah, she doesn't want your crappy potions, Banjo.
No,
Damn.
God damn.
I have more than enough. Thank you so much, guys.
I got mine off a guy in a 7-Eleven parking lot. Is that sketchy or not?
Seems legit.
As long as it's blue.
Solanto's dead?
Hmm?
Oh, he's here.
No. Okay.
Scruffles is dead, apparently.
He's got some weird symbol on him. I didn't know.
Me? I'm at the back.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just something in the window.
That's that's the repair bot with a square.
Came back.
No. I'm looking in the party.
Scruff, you say you're back?
Yes, sir. Scruffle.
Okay, we are ready then.
Priest, go ahead and grab him when you can.
Do the.
Hang on.
Right, let's get our heroism whenever.
Did not mean to drop the AoE.
Taunted.
Dropping on.
Taunted.
Yes. Something.
Taunted.
Okay, yeah, Villainous definitely would have made that 5% difference. This dude is pumping.
I'm trying.
Something.
I see that, man.
Taunted. Taunted. Taunted.
Luther, I don't understand how that guy's hitting you and getting your health so low.
Taunted.
Well, because I'm not doing my normal rotation, so like I'm not throwing any of my normal defensive like stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not regularly
You
hitting
start
my.
doing your regular stuff because the guy's about to die and we'll have to kill them all anyway.
All right, let's get these ads down.
Awesome job, y'all.
As soon as the one that's mind controlled are dropped, they're gonna become hostile too.
All right, execute the job.
They're dead. Somehow or another, I hit one of those ads for 132,000 fucking damage.
Jiminy.
Or maybe it was 13,000, but it was a shitload.
And that was a hell of a difference from that first freaking attempt.
Yeah, I got a little pride when I pumped 15k damage with my kill shot.
Beef, you should have master loot, right? I know you don't have a mic, but just let me know if I give it to you. Okay, Beef has master loot.
Awesome.
We can, yeah. Let's just roll as we get it.
Are we keeping moving on trash?
Yeah, and then we'll summon Beef back if we
Can I get a mage taper real quick? Sorry.
Yeah, also, I want to say big kudos to Gus for being able to tank, DPS, and heal. That's actually incredible.
We got mobs up here if anyone wants to come help.
No, I know you're joking, but I mean seriously, it's nice, you know. Sinner has done the same thing. She's tanked before when we needed her to tank. It's impressive.
And she's never gonna live it down.
She'll never live it down.
From now on,
We won't be doing that again.
Oh, we will be at some point. You got the staff.
Drunk raiding night.
You have the staff.
Gonna give out one of those big sighs and be like, all right, here we go.
I'll swap the pally when we get to the next boss.
Yeah, I forgot to mention main role. We're doing main spec versus or main spec over off spec with the two soft reserves. If you need the soft reserve link, I can link it. I don't know if it's closed yet. Roll a 99 for an off spec roll. Roll a 100 for your main spec. If it's not, you know, if it wasn't something that was reserved.
Not close.
I think we got more.
But you might have to tell Beef, because I think he already pulled the list.
No, I know, but he was asking before the fight if the new people had reserves, and I want to make sure that everybody, you know, gets their chance. I'm gonna get the link while you guys are clearing. I'll put it in the raid chat.
My two reserves come off of Sephiron and KT. It's a shit life.
Yeah, dude, for the last 3 weeks, I've put both my reserves on KT, and this week I was like, you know what? I'm only gonna put one of them on KT. Let's be realistic. But this is the week. We're gonna see him, man.
I'd rather see Saffron than KT, honestly.
Saffron has some good stuff for as easy as a boss he is.
He has a tanking ring that has no defense rating on it. It's all dodge and something else in armor, and I want it. That's bear stuff right there.
Yeah, that's like a dream, dude, for any tank that's already defense capped.
That's some bear. You can barely handle it. No? Alright.
He'll be here all day, guys.
We got ads behind us.
We always do.
Okay, so that's the soft res link I put in there. It shouldn't be closed. All you have to do is just put your character name in, your spec, and then there'll be a search bar, and we're doing 2 soft reserves. We only cleared 1 boss, so that was my bad for not bringing that up earlier, but now that we're kind of at a pace, if you need to get your soft reserve in, you can.
Can somebody pick that up?
Holy cow.
Ouch.
Which mob was it that was running around so crazy?
I was running around in circles around the tank with a death knight.
Well, we had ads behind, and then we had ads in front as well.
What was that?
That's how I like it.
Who was that man?
But then it was one stick.
Thank you.
Of all of them that got pulled, it was a staff, which is the worst kind since it does AOE.
And sheeps the tanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it does that stupid sheep crap.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's like freaking being in the arenas again with 2 frost mages.
It's like going against a feral druid while you're a warrior.
Do we have a single disenchanter that wants the loot that nobody's rolling on?
No enchanters, amazing.
Okay, perfect.
Mike can do.
Yeah, Beef, if you want to just give it to Grumpy then. Awesome, perfect. Thank you, guys. That's a lot better than just, selling the loot. Oh, and Beef, make sure you check before, because I have almost sold a couple things already. A lot of the loot here is actually BOE, so if it is, we can try selling it.
Man, if I switch to survival,
Okay.
gosh damn.
I want to show you guys a trick in here. What that shamans can do for you, so that you guys can do both rooms.
Oh yeah.
We'll put the totem. Both our shamans will put the totems out here in the other room, and
Was that somebody complaining about the shamans in the background?
I hear that too.
just put your totems out there, and the ghosts when you kill the guys over here, and when the ghosts appear over here, they'll kill one of the totems and come through the wall, and then we can kill them at the same time.
I think you can do that with pets too, if I'm not wrong. And you're right, dude. It makes this fight trivial. It's awesome.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that with. I mean, the pet you kill off. I mean, the pet's more beneficial. I mean, you have 8 totems that do nothing. But
Yeah, good point. Good point.
So, and we can bring them back up without having to resurrect them.
Yeah, I got
Great
Phoenix, so it'll instantly revive him over here if he dies. So I'm just leaving him there, and then I'm just revive him instantly once he dies.
Awesome. Okay, so then so we'll do the one side strat then. And yeah, let me invite Ouch. And we'll have to invite him back because he swapped off his priest.
Can we get a closet up, lock closet, please? On our lonely warlock.
So for those that don't know, this one is pretty sweet and simple the way we're gonna do it. No, you don't have.
Your elementals be fine. You just keep them on one side. Don't send them after the ghosts. Just send them after the normal people, and it'll be fine.
Sorry, I was talking for like a minute and I completely forgot I was on push to talk, so I feel like an idiot. So, anyways, I'm just gonna
heard you the
start
whole
over.
time.
I'm just gonna start over from for whatever I was saying. We're gonna cheese this. There's gonna be a bunch of ads on this side. Every time we kill one, the equivalent ghost is gonna spawn on that side. We're doing a nice totem cheese strat on top of the one side cheese, so the ghosts are going to be funneling in here one by one, and we won't get that big like zerg of ghosts. So pretty much just kill ads for 4 or 5 minutes, I think, and then Gothic is going to come down. The gates will already be open because we're doing the cheese strat, so he's just going to teleport around both sides, and we just chase him and kill him. It's pretty easy. The hardest part is just making sure that the ghosts have an AOE. So if you're kind of squishy, just get range on them. Don't dive right into them because they will hit you pretty hard. But other than that, this is a pretty simple fight. Just killing ads. The totem should help a lot with making this a lot simpler.
You might want to have a tank over here by the door to catch the bigger guys because they hit really hard. So.
Yeah, and I think it's wave 12 when the gates open. I think.
Wave 12, the gates will open.
So we'll have I don't know if Banjo or Lutha wants to be the one. Probably Lutha. I feel like you have better AoE taunt, but I don't know.
Yeah, Lutha gets the gate.
All right, so we'll have Lutha on gate around like wave 12. If you have DBM, it'll tell you. And then other than that, pretty simple fight. If people go down, it's okay.
Well, he's gonna want to be over here by the gate and pretty much the whole because if with the totem strat, they're coming straight through the gate.
Oh yeah.
Fighting us, so he's gonna have to be over there. I mean, if you guys got a spare tank or whatever,
great point.
Handle up here, then you can do that. Otherwise, these guys really, the only ones that you have to worry about on the live side are the big guys with the swords. So and they usually spawn about the middle over here, and they don't spawn too often. But
that's a great point. All right, so yeah, Lutha, if you can just stay over there, whatever, and if Gus, if you want to swap to tank just to help pick up the ghost or whatever, either way, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. We had a feast down, I think. Yeah, so everybody should be buffed up. If you need a buff,
feast. Where's the feast?
New feast or anything? Here, I'll put a new one down.
Totally missed that.
It's where I'm jumping back here if you need it.
Yep, I got it.
Get your flask if you need it, and I'll do a ready check here.
Hey, Luther, I got pally power. You can set it how you want.
Yeah, I got pally power too. I just haven't messed with it a whole lot. Probably should.
Yeah, a lot of times we have usually just all the melee come over here and beat the crap out of the live people, and then the ranged people will kind of hang back and wait for the ghosts and stuff. Because usually by the time melee guys hit the guys, I can only get maybe one cast off on the live people.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I forgot to mention. Range should probably be prioritizing the dead guys just because they have that AoE, and we have I think we have 2 or 3 rogues, and I feel like rogues are the number one to die to that AoE.
Oh, we gotta put our totems back down.
If Beat doesn't hit ready, I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys. We can do this without him. He'll be fine just standing in the room. Okay, he's here.
Pulling.
I was gonna say this fight is so trivial that he would be fine just literally standing in the middle of the room. No, you're good, Beef.
Ghost's coming through.
For these first couple waves, if the range just want to focus the ghosts that come through, I think melee might be fine with just getting down these easier ads.
We can do that.
Can't taunt the goddamn thing.
All right, we're about halfway to the gate opening. Gate's about to open in about 10 seconds. I don't think we're going to get a big rush of them, though.
No, we good.
But just be prepared for that.
Alright, we can put our regular totems down again.
Yeah, the gate looks closed, but it's technically open. It's just kind of bugged right now.
It's open now.
There it
Oh,
goes.
there we go.
Lisa, once all these ads are clear, all you have to do is go over to the middle of that other room, and he'll teleport straight to you.
All right, we got 50 more seconds of this, and then we'll get the big guy. All right, 3 seconds, he's going to be coming down. Let Banjo get his threat before we start unloading into him. We could probably do hero now.
Yep, hero.
job,
Nice
guys.
job.
Nice. Good job, everybody.
That was so much easier than doing it the normal way, or the
Yeah, those totems and the pet, like whatever that trick, it just makes it so trivial. I love it. Thank you guys for making that pretty much a cakewalk.
We always get stronger every raid.
I do hope they stay alive long
Damn right we do.
Which one is off spec and which one is main spec? 99 is
99 is off spec.
off spec.
incoming.
That hurt. Thank you.
I hate those words. Done.
For this one, I think prot. We'll figure it out when we get there because we're gonna have to figure out who's gonna go in the back and juggle around.
I'm gonna wait right here for a moment, Luther. Another pack. Get ready.
Alrighty, time for everybody's favorite fight.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know we was at Thaddeus.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were at Patchwork.
God, I hate this fight. Alrighty.
Don't whisper.
So for this fight, we normally have last week we had a healer and a DPS in the back, and we couldn't get it. So I think we're gonna need a healer and
you're gonna
probably
need 2 tanks and 2 heals
yeah,
back there.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking exactly. So we're gonna need probably Gus and Lutha to be in the back, swapping every 3 stacks for the back 2 bosses, and then whatever 2 healers want to go back there with them. Preferably somebody who knows the fight. I know Holy knows the fight. I know Kit knows the fight. Sinner knows the fight. So just any healer that knows the swaps and all that.
I'd suggest doing every 2 because those, especially the one magic guy over there, he does a lot of damage on his stacks. So
okay.
So I would suggest switching every 2 back there.
I mean, I guess if Darkwing's going back there, then we don't need a tank. I don't know that. We don't. I mean, we don't need a mage and 2 tanks and 2 healers back there. But I mean, if you want to go back there, Darkwing, then we need one of the tanks, preferably Gus, I guess, to come back. And yes, that is a good point. Swapping at 2 stacks. Yeah, that's a great point. Anyways, so the general rundown of how we're going to do this fight is we are going to take Thane is target first. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Priority number 1 is Thane. Priority number 2 is Baron. When we pull these bosses, they're all going to go into the respective corners. Thane is going to come to this left corner where Sticky Moose is. Baron is going to go to that right corner over here. Lady goes to the back left, and Zelly goes to the back right. For the back of the room, we need whoever's back there. We'll figure it out, but we need preferably one of the tanks or Darkwing or whoever wants to do it needs to be within range of the ad or the boss. I mean, so that we don't get raid wide damage. You're gonna swap at whenever you get your second stack. You're gonna begin to swap because it'll start to hit pretty damn hard. And you guys are just gonna be rinsing and repeating in the back, waiting for us to get back there if we can successfully complete the front part. The front part of this boss is where it gets pretty tough. It's about as hard of a DPS check as you can get. Like I said, Thane is going to go to the bottom left, and Baron's going to go to the bottom right. We're going to have Banjo grab Thane and kind of hold him right here in this corner. And then we're going to try and have, if we have Tricks of the Trade and we have Misdirection and all that, we're going to have them try and, so our Hunters and Rogues try and get Baron to get onto Banjo. It makes it easier to get them together. What we're going to do is we're going to pop every single cooldown we have. We're going to stack together as tight as possible because Thane is going to do a meteor that will do AoE damage, but it can be soaked depending on how many people are under it. So we're literally just going to stack in a tight circle, pop Heroism, and just melt these 2 bosses down as fast as possible. If you have Cleave, AoE, whatever you do your max rotation with, that's what you're going to do. We're going to prioritize Thane, like I said, but, you know, if you can get damage in on Baron as we're getting down Thane, it helps. It is what it is. But Thane needs to get down first, and then we're going to hard swap to Baron. We need to do all of that before around 7 or 8 stacks of Baron's mark. If we get hit by the 8th stack, it's pretty much a guaranteed wipe. But if we do kill them before the 8 stacks, we're going to have everyone go into the back where we'll have you know, Kit and Holy back there with Sin or with the 2 tanks back there. we'll go back there and back them up and get the 2 back bosses down. After
sorry,
we get the front down, it's pretty simple.
I apologize. Did I hear this correctly? You want us to stay in until 8 stacks? You don't want us to switch at 5 or something?
No, we're gonna be holding the 2 bosses together. Like we're not gonna
Okay.
swap at all front.
Okay.
I
gotcha.
Yeah. So what we've done this before. It's just kind of it's more of just like a race. If you can't get him down before that 7th stack, it's like game over. But we also, I mean, we do have backup plans. Like if the Zerg strat doesn't work, we have other ways to do this. But basically, we're gonna I'll mark myself, and we have the actually we're just gonna stack on Nipple, which is Banjo. Everybody should be on Banjo when we pull the bosses. There's no cleave or anything, so it doesn't matter if you're standing in front of the boss. It's just that meteor we all need to be stacked for. If you're a healer, whatever, everybody needs to be stacked. Yeah, do a practice stack real quick. I want to make sure everybody can stack. Look at that. That's beautiful. Perfect. All right, this is exactly what we want for pretty much the whole time we're fighting the front 2 bosses, and then we'll go to the back. Did we decide who's going to the back yet? We know the 2 healers, but who wants to be like the 2 soakers? Lutha should probably be one of them because Lutha's got a butt ton of health.
And Grump could be the other.
Grumpy, are you cool with that? You think you can do that?
Yes, sir. I'm going to go right or left.
Grumpy, you can go right, and Luther can go left.
So remember, you guys will be swapping every 2 back there.
As far as healers and that, make sure that when you switch sides, that your tank is in front of you before you get over on the other side. Otherwise, you're going to be taking the hate pulls from the other boss before the tank will.
Great point. Yep, I didn't think of that. Yep.
Banjo, you probably want to be like right here when you pull that guy, and then we can have a hunter misdirect Baron to you, so he'll run straight to you.
Scruffles, you've done the misdirect on this before, right? You know what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Love it. All right, so we'll have Scruffles do the misdirect on the Banjo, and that'll help a lot. Check your flask, check your food buff, check whatever. If you use poisons, check it. Make sure you got ammo, because this is a Zerg, and we need every little bit we can get. All right, I'm gonna do a ready check. Okay, wait, yeah, let's make sure Luther gets his flask and all that.
Yeah, I realize I am out in my inventory.
I only have the DPS ones on me for melee.
Thank you, Sin. Appreciate you.
Tanks, Litha and Grumpy, you can head to the back.
Word.
Yeah, so we'll have Gus back right, Lutha back left. And I also forgot to mention the only main mechanic back there is Lady is gonna summon these black circles. Just don't stand in the black circles. Zeliek does like an AoE thingy, but if it's just you guys back there, it won't affect you. So I'm gonna do a ready check, make sure everybody's nice and buffed up. If you need anything, hit no on the ready check. If you need an explanation, hit no on the ready check. You know, I don't want to go into this with people not knowing what we're doing. In my opinion, though, this is like the toughest part of Naxx. If we get this down, the rest should be decently easy.
Me and Grumpy are swapping on 2 stacks, right?
Yes, sir. You're swapping it too.
Just making sure.
And then what was I gonna say? Let's make sure we got a pull timer. Make sure we're misdirecting everything to Banjo. Make sure everybody who is in the front is stacking on Banjo. Every single person needs to be stacked on Banjo.
Just follow him around.
And yeah, Lutha, if you could call out the swaps for you guys back there, that'd be huge. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. And then, you know, obviously shamans, let's get hero whenever both of the bosses are kind of in the corner. We don't want to get it too early.
I have a quick question. In the back, are they also going to be together?
No, they're going to be on their sides.
So we're just going to go separate sides? Okay.
Yeah, so after we do this front part and we go to the back, it turns back into the way like the fight was intended to be. Everybody in the back is just going to swap at 2 to 3 stacks just going back and forth between the two bosses. But I'll kind of reiterate that after we get the first two bosses down. But just if we get them down and we get to the back, don't stay in one corner for too long or you will die. But I didn't want to confuse anybody by explaining all that at first, because the most important thing about this is the two Zerg bosses at the front. So it looks like everybody's ready. Banjo, you know, this pool is pretty much on you. So whenever you want to.
Yep.
And I'll say it again. Everybody's stacking on Banjo.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get our heroism. Still have a couple people not stacked. Make sure everybody's on the nipple icon.
Alright, swap Gus. Swap out Grumpy. Go to the other side. Perfect.
Now we're going to hard switch to Baron. Make sure we get him down really fast.
Alright, let's swap again.
We lost Holy at the back.
Belmundo, go res Holy in the back.
I need someone back here.
Alright, swap again.
I'm gonna stay here for a second.
We just lost Grumpy too.
Yeah. I'm dead. Oh, everyone's dead. Never mind.
Ooh, a bunch of folks died.
I guess that was the stacks.
Yep.
That was probably the AOE because nobody was within range of one in the back.
Yeah, that was
Somebody died.
the other
Ah,
Zerzek.
okay.
I think we might have to.
Stacks were so high.
Yeah, in the back we might have to go to 3 stacks instead of 2. It seemed like the 2 stack swapping was not giving enough time for other things to clear.
How close were we on the front? Like DPS isn't gonna be an issue?
Pretty
He
damn
was
close.
almost dead.
15% when we hit Mark 7.
15% left on Baron?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Thane
You
went
got someone
down
you can
like
res or no?
stupidly fast.
What happened with the second guy?
We just kind of, I mean, we just didn't DPS him down fast enough, but we were pretty damn close. 15%, I think.
If there's no one in range of any of the guys at any time, then they AoE everyone for a ton of damage. So we wipe.
Yeah, I think that was my fault.
So we didn't have a soul stone or anything?
Ooh, good call. I guess not. Well, we've only got one lock, so
We only need one lock.
you're asking for a lot here. One
I'm
lock.
just saying.
One soul stone?
I'm just wondering where we're gonna get 15% more health DPS from, because we were awfully close on that.
Very close.
But we still hit Mark 7, which is, regardless of what happens in the back, I think Mark 7 is pretty much a game over.
If you can swap a tank from the back out with the DPS from the front, then we can do the legitimate switches in the front and make it last longer. If you do it the original way they intended it to be done.
Yeah, I say we give it at least one more Zerg attempt, and then we'll reevaluate from there. We've definitely done the legit method before. It's just I personally hate doing it, and I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but it is not fun.
Oh, it sounds to me like you're volunteering to swap the tank for the front.
No, I'm not. We'll get it done one way or another. I mean, if we have to do the swap strategy, we're gonna do it because we're gonna get these dudes down. But I gotta say, 15% was pretty freaking close. I'm just thinking of like, how could we muster up that extra 10% before that freaking stat gets too much.
Thank you, Holy.
Thank you for the feast.
I'm coming back in.
I'm taking a quick bio.
Yeah, if anybody needs a bio, now would be a good time to take it, probably.
Yeah, just stay right there. They'll summon us.
I don't know if this would be dumb, but I'm wondering, we killed Thane stupidly quick, and then when we swap the Baron, he's at like 80%. Maybe we have one or two of the DPS just stay on Baron. I don't know.
Well, your rogues aren't really kitting two people very often. At least I'm not. So having them together for me doesn't do me any good. It just gives me more stacks. But
yeah,
you
so
guys
I'm
got
almost
cleave and stuff, so it's all good.
I'm almost wondering if we should have the rogues on Baron then, because it takes a while for you guys to ramp up too. So while you guys are ramping up on Baron, by the time we kill Thane and swap, he'll have poisons on and all that other good stuff.
If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Just remember that the marks are separate, so they don't go up together necessarily. They're
I'm
different.
back.
I think we should give that a shot. Just because we put Thane down stupidly quick, and then when we swap the Baron, usually by then the heroes run out, and it takes a minute. So yeah, I mean that too, Holy. If you guys just want to swap at 50% or whatever, and then have a couple people finish off Thane, and then just swap to Baron or something. I mean, we only need that 15% of his health. So if we literally had the 2 or 3 rogues just doing their thing on them, that should hopefully push us over the edge there. But yeah, if you have cleave or if you're good at AoE and all that, stay on Thane and just get your cleaves and your AoEs out, and that'll help. If you're a pure single target pumper, don't don't be afraid to swap to Baron early so we can get that extra DPS on him.
Okay.
No, it's okay, Gus. That wipe wasn't even on you because either way, we hit 7 stacks in the front. So yeah, we were gonna die either way. So you guys didn't do anything wrong, but Lutha was right, or I don't know who said it, but whoever said it was right. That swapping at 3 stacks is probably better, just because it gets more time for it to drop.
Yeah, because I was noticing that it wasn't allowing our stack tick to come off, and we were carrying 2 stacks at the same time, and it was definitely fucking us over.
Yeah, I feel like you guys probably got to like 4 or 6 stacks just because you were swapping so fast. But I didn't think of that either. So
it's all good.
Well, can I show you guys an easy spot for the healers to sit? They don't have to move very far,
What's
really.
happening, Lizzie? Where's she going? What happened?
Oof.
If one of you guys wants to come to
We
the
lost
back,
somebody.
I'll show you real quick where we have our healers stand. They don't have to go very far.
Don't try to. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Sorry that these guys keep attacking me right here. And I'm, not the healthiest, and they attack me.
Did the repair guy go?
I can put a new one down. Actually, no, I can't. Mine's on a 10-minute cooldown. I'm sorry.
I can put one down.
I just can't wait for Jeeves to get in the game.
Yeah, I think it's phase 2 or phase 3, but I can't wait either.
You know, you got the recipe, you got all the stuff together, now you're just waiting.
Yep, me too.
2 stupid freaking gems that could have been added right now.
Because everybody's an engineer.
He needs a bunch of stuff to make. I don't know if he needs a rune door, but he needs every type of scrap bot before him, and then you need like these 2 gems that aren't even in the game yet.
King's Amber, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah,
I think you're right.
The gem's the only thing I'm missing, so yeah.
Me too.
All right, so it looks like we're all back, so let's get our buffs back up, and I'll re-explain that little change in strat for anybody who wasn't here, and I think that might help.
Can I show the healers back there real quick? There's a really easy spot. You don't have to move very far. It's only a couple feet in the back over here, and that way they don't have to move very much. Not nearly as much as the tanks. Like this eyeball back here where we teleport at. So one of you guys is going to be like in this spot right here, on this square, and you won't get from right here on this spot. You won't get the buffs from the other side, the debuffs from the other guy, and then the other guy will be right here. And then all the healers will have to do is just switch from here, right here, to right here. That's as far as you guys need to run. The tanks will have to go all the way to the guys, but you should be in range of your heals at all times. Just make sure before you go over this, you go past this little eye thing
there's
here,
a,
that the tank's
there's a
ahead of
fish
you.
piece down. Okay.
So what we're gonna change this time is we're gonna have the 2 rogues are gonna 2 or 3 rogues. We have 3 rogues. You guys are gonna swap off of Thane at 50%. As soon as he gets to 50%, you guys should be getting your poisons and all your combo points and everything onto Baron. I'm hoping that should give us that swap should give us that 15% difference on Baron. while the rest of us are getting down Thane, because we got down Thane super fast. If we do it at around 50%, you guys should still have your heroism and all that. And I'm hoping that it'll make a difference for the front. Back will be swapping at 3 stacks instead of 2, so that they can actually fall off. We're going to be pulling the same way with the misdirect and all that. We're going to be stacking on Banjo again to make sure that nobody gets one shot by the meteor.
Are you not here?
Mm-hmm.
All people asking if you're coming back.
To the back.
Come on down.
To that.
So we're gonna wait for the bad guys to get in position. Again, just a quick summary. The back people are swapping at every 3 stacks. Front people are focusing on Thane. When Thane hits 50%, I want the rogues to swap to Baron and start doing their thing. I hope that makes the 15% difference, and then when we swap to Thane, when we swap to Baron, we should be able to kill him down pretty fast, and then we'll move to the back. I'm gonna do a ready check here. Make sure we all have our buffs up, your flask and everything. And then remember, when we do this pull, everybody's stacking on Banjo. Banjo looks like everybody's ready. Yep, it's on you whenever you want to get it.
Alright, Grump, I'm gonna call out at 3 stacks and we'll switch at that.
2, 1.
But it should be stacking in front of the bosses.
It's 1.
Rogues, you can swap to Baron if you want. Everybody else is getting down Thane.
Alright, that's 3. Let's move. Got 2. And the other one's gone now. Alright, that's 3. Swap.
Oh.
3%.
It's even better than last
actually,
time.
all right, wait, we're good. We're good. Get to the back. Get to the back.
Yeah, it'll just be a little long.
We have enough to finish this. It might take a bit, but we got this. So you guys are gonna go to the back. Swap at 3 stacks.
We're at 3.
Throw out battle reses. If you are a druid, throw out battle reses.
Are we at 3 or we're at 2?
Just like, what do you want us to do when we're at 9 stacks on a rope?
Alright, switch.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I was tanking the boss at that point.
Remember, guys, you're avoiding the black circles back there. Zeliek has a AoE, so if you're melee, you just might want to back off.
It's a chain lightning, not an AoE. You gotta be careful, it'll chain right into a bunch of people. So you're either melee or you're ranged, don't stand in the middle.
Swap.
3 stacks, swap. Oh.
You got 4 stacks, you got too many. I see people with 5 stacks. People should be switching.
Guys, please keep track of your stacks. It's in the top right
3
corner. If you
stacks,
have 3
switch.
stacks, you need to move.
Wow, that
Swap.
Keep going, Gus. Yeah.
Alright, let's swap.
Swap.
I guess I should have tricked you, Gus.
Stack high.
That was on me.
Bad sticky. Bad.
Oh, shit, I wound up with 4 stacks before I got out of range.
I got 3 swapping.
Yeah, don't risk it. Good. Don't risk with the stacking time.
So is there a Zerk timer on this one?
No.
No, I don't think there is. And if there is, it's like 10 minutes.
Want a DI?
Alright, I have 3 I need to swap.
Banjo, come to the front. I'll DI you.
Are we wiping it?
Would hope not.
No, yeah, you guys got it. Just more the fact you just keep up switching every stack.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
every,
at this point, it's pretty simple. Just swap at 3 stacks like the normal fight.
yeah, it'll just take a bit.
We really need a tank on Blumo.
I'm coming over there right now.
I have 6 stacks on Blue Moon.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Angels over there, go away.
Stacks are clear, swapping back.
I'm at 2 for Bloom. Alright, moving over, got 3.
Need a tank on the other guy.
Sorry, I just
Going back.
angled him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure not. I don't know how Holy Cannoli is even staying alive.
I only have 2.
Hey, Belmondo, do some bear form, buddy.
Well, and sure wins the race.
I don't think we're gonna get this done.
You might want to have to tank this thing. There we go. Now you don't have to tank.
3 stacks, swapping.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I think we lost too many people.
Yeah, we don't have enough
You
DPS to
have
finish
a
this.
healer and 1 guy, and then now you're down to healer and
I'm out of mana.
just tanks. Oh, good attempt.
Yeah, the last bit shouldn't be that difficult. Just switch every 3, isn't it?
Yeah, we were doing fine. We were just losing too many people.
Oh, and yeah, and also I think one of them has like a long range when it comes to their stack or like their move. I think it was Riven there. I'm not.
Well, I'm gonna put this up to a vote or whatever. Do you guys want to keep giving this a shot, or do you want to swap to a different wing, or what? What is everybody feeling
Spider,
about this?
Spider. Let's get some gear.
We could do it the normal way for sure, but I honestly would prefer to, if we're gonna do it the normal way, I'd prefer to maybe put that off until a little bit later.
Let's go kill some other boss. I think.
I think most people want gear, maybe.
Let's go do some spiders. Spiders make us feel better about ourselves, and then we'll come back to it.
It's a morale booster.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Why not?
That's why we're doing it. We got to kill
Yeah.
something to feel good. I mean, we still got Resuvius out of the way, which is, in my opinion, some people say Thaddeus is probably the second hardest, but I think Resuvius is pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I think Resuvius is hard.
There's just a lot that can go wrong with that fight.
Right?
Sorry, say again?
Thaddeus is a plus-minus guy?
Yeah, I honestly think Thaddeus is really easy if everybody knows the swap and everything. Kind of a cakewalk.
Yeah, and simply just don't go through him. I see like when we explain, I just see like a bunch of people still go through. I'm like, guys, go left.
His legs are just so tempting.
Some people blink. I think they do the blinking too, but that one's fine because they actually distant.
Darkwing, if you want to just release, we're still at we're basically in the middle area of Naxx. As soon as you come in, you'll be with us.
Am I ready or not? I don't know. Let me think about it.
Yeah, Gus, back to DPS for this.
Missing lots of buffs.
I'm gonna do another ready check. If people aren't ready, we can still clear trash.
Are we bringing them back around the corner here?
4, 3, 2, 1. So if we clear this wing, pretty quickly, which we usually always do because this wing is stupidly easy,
we'll reevaluate. You know, decide if we want to. If we still have time, I think what we should do is we should try 4 horses the normal way, just so we can at least try and say we got 2 wings done. But we'll see how much time we have left after we get done with my Exna. Alrighty, so we are going to want 2 tanks for this fight. We're going to have an ad tank, and we're going to have a main tank. I think normally we have Banjo main tanking it, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. I think, but Paladins also have, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We'll be fine. Anyways, one of the tanks is going to tank a Nubercon. One of the tanks is going to tank the Crypt Guards that spawn. DPS priority is always going to be the Crypt Guards first. Get those down and then move on to a Nubercon. When the boss is pulled, we're going to kill those 2 Crypt Guards as fast as possible, and then we can start getting down on a Nubercon. Banjo's going to try and turn it. Whoever's main tanking it is going to try and turn it so Nubercon's butt is facing us. Everyone should be stacked on the butt, not in front of him, because he does a kind of like a shoot you up in the air ability, cone type thing. So we don't want to get hit by that. Stay in the back. He is going to spawn these little beetles that just are pretty. I mean, they're just trash pretty much. You just AoE them down. Yeah, I know Darkwing is dead. He hasn't responded, so we're just gonna move on without him. What was I gonna say? I don't know what time or how late into the fight it is. Maybe a minute and a half. He's gonna cast Locust Swarm. Every single person who's not the main tank needs to get into that green circle in the middle there. The boss is going to be kited around by the main tank over to where we're standing now. If you go near the boss, it's going to pretty much destroy your health with an AoE that he does. When that is cast, the Locust Swarm thing, there should be, I think, 1 or 2 more ads that spawn. I think it's just 1, though. So Lutha's going to pick that up. We are going to... Yeah, it also silences you. So we're going to pick up the 1 ad that's in the middle. We're just going to kill that ad. We're going to wait for Banjo to get him over here, wait for Locust Swarm to end, and then just rinse and repeat that whole process. It usually only takes us 1 Locust Swarm to get it down, but if another one happens, you just rinse and repeat, get back to the middle. Pretty simple fight, though. I'm going to do a ready check. If you need a clear explanation, let me know, because I'm trying to go through these a little bit faster. Just remember, the Crypt Guards are priority number 1. A Nubercon is what we swap to after. Darkwing is AFK, so we're ready to go whenever.
Let's do this.
2, 1.
Alright, the ad's about to die. We can all move on to the boss. Make sure you're standing on his butt. Locust Swarm in about 50 seconds. I'll call it when it's getting closer. If we have Hero, we should probably pop that. Thank you.
Seconds to Locust Swarm.
Yep, we got it in about 7 seconds. If you're melee, healers, whatever, as long as you're not the main tank, get into this middle platform. We're gonna wait for Luther to pick up the ad. We're gonna kill the ad, and then we're gonna swap back to an Ubercon. So Banjo's pulling him to the other side of the room. Crypt Guard's coming to Luther. Let's get it down. Alright, it should be safe to swap back to him now. I think there's a bug going out with DBM where it doesn't show the timer for the second Locust Swarm, so if we get it, just, you know, run to the middle, because I won't be able to call it out. There it is. Everybody get to the middle. If you're ranged, you might be able to just kill him at this point.
There's another ad up.
I got the ad.
Pop cooldown, Banjo. You're gonna get hurt.
Can't pop much. I'm silenced. It's not just a silence.
Kill the ads.
Holy cow. Where all those little ones come from? God damn.
Came from the boss. Boss summons them.
Good stuff, guys.
Jeez.
Awesome job.
But yeah, the Locust Swarm isn't just a silence. It is a pacifism, and I can't even pop defensive cooldowns unless I pop them right as it's getting casted.
I actually didn't know that. I knew it was a silence, but I thought you could still cast like physical cooldowns.
It won't let me use anything except potions while it's going on.
Not gonna lie, when I first started rolling prot and I tanked that fight, every time I got to that part and I got silenced, I thought some paladin was putting their whatever like blessing thing on me, and I was getting so pissed off, but I didn't want to say anything. And then I realized that's just what the boss does.
Oof.
The boss is really a paladin in disguise.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Oh.
I shouldn't have even rolled on those. I'd never want to tank again.
You will.
Oh, I know. Once we get to Oldawar.
Yo,
Oh,
the
yeah.
wild thing about those are a downgrade from my current boots.
Me and my brother are gonna race for the legendary weapon.
What?
No, for when Old War comes out.
Isn't it a healing weapon?
Oh yeah, never mind. I think I'm thinking about Cataclysm with the staff.
I was so confused.
I was like, hey, if it says crit, Kit, remember we talked about that with crit. You know, Hunter needs it.
Yeah, if you say that about the ICC legendary, we're gonna have we're gonna have to throw the hand scruffles.
Under weapon, obviously.
I have a Death Knight. Be careful, Chromie. I have a Death Knight.
Yeah, if you start playing that Death Knight during ICC and only ICC,
Hey, guess
I
what?
swear to God.
You guys can both worry. I'm the boss.
Yeah, Mel gets the legendary first,
That was a joke.
and then I delete the game because it takes months to get that thing.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's
Whoever does get it though, they're gonna be a goddamn beast. That thing has 3 gem slots. It's like if you ever just look up the stats on it, because I'd never played a Wrath, and I didn't even know how powerful that thing was. And I looked up the stats one day, and I was like, holy crap, this thing is just stupidly overpowered.
my brother almost got it when he was doing the back then, but he how you say, he had school.
I have it in retail. If you have a fast enough computer, there's the one quest that you need like 4 people to bite or whatever, turn them into vampires. If you have a fast enough SSD, you can log out your characters and they'll still be in the raid, and you can bite your own tunes. It was pretty sad that I had to do that, but
Never waste that weapon on me.
yeah, you know it, Sin. You guys are actually the first guild. Funny enough, I've played World of Warcraft since Cataclysm, which was like 2010 or 12. You guys are the first guild I've actually ever joined and decided to do anything with.
Aww.
So, but also,
what?
you guys were the first guild I've ever like done anything with. I've always been in guilds, you know, but like I've never even dungeoned with them before. That's why I love Classic though.
Yeah.
Damn it, Chromie, stop! You're gonna make me cry.
I quit playing in Cataclysm.
Yeah,
That's
same
when
here.
I quit.
Well, that's the funny thing, dude. I was a little kid and I got to play Cataclysm, and I was like, "Oh my god, this game is insane!" And then you grow up and everybody is like, "Yeah, Cataclysm was just the death of WoW." But you know, I still enjoyed it. But when you play Classic, it's a whole different thing.
I beg to differ. Pandaria was the death of WoW.
Yeah, Pandaria was the death of it.
That's where it started to go down.
I don't know. I played them all up till the last one before this, the retail. I had 14 level 120s.
That's
Yeah,
still...
when retail came out, I was in bliss.
The one thing
how old are you?
I'm 20. I just turned 23 actually on the 26th.
The 64.
Oh, I'm 21. I was able to do the Wrath, but I got bullied a little bit because I was a kid.
Dude, that's impressive. You must have been like what, like 8 playing in Wrath?
My dad made me play SNES when I was 5.
Hell yeah, dude, raised right. Your dad's something else.
Oh yeah, no, he's a cool dude, especially. But yeah, no, I got bullied in Wrath because I was a kid, and we did ICC.
You know, elitists are dickheads.
Trust me, yeah. And trying to use TeamSpeak or Skype, or
oh my,
yep.
Hello.
Yeah, so we are
There's
gonna do
a
this with the mind
whole
control.
lot more.
We I found out the hard way last week that this is not done the same way as 10-man. I completely forgot, and we wiped, and I apologized, and then we did it. We got it perfect the next time. So, Kit, you're gonna kind of be the man for this one. If you can mind control whenever we get that enrage, I think it's from what I understand, it's literally the only ability on your hotbar once you get the mind control established. I think she has one ability called like Embrace of something. I don't know. But you know, if we wipe because of the enrage or whatever, it's all right. We'll figure it out because I know it's something you've never done before. What was I gonna say? But the basic summary of this fight is she has 2 types of ads. She's got the followers and the worshippers. Pretty much just don't worry about the ads for the majority of this fight. Do not worry about the ads. Tanks are gonna have the ads on them. we're gonna be on Fairlina. She does a rain of fire that comes down. You just need to dodge that. The tank should be moving her out of the way. Just kind of stay on the tank and keep DPSing her down. She will enrage, I think, like every 20 or 30 seconds. When she enrages, Kit is going to do his best to mind control one of the worshippers, who are going to be tanked again by one of the off tanks. And actually, Grumpy, if you want to go tank for this one, you can. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can, to pick up a pack of the ads there. What was I going to say? We'll mark the ads that should be mind controlled, even though I think Kit knows this fight pretty well. He just hasn't done it from the priest perspective, but we're gonna do the worshippers. I believe are the ones that dispel, not the followers. Trying to remember anything else. I think that's the whole fight. She's just gonna enrage. We dispel the enrage, keep DPSing her. Usually see like 3 to 4 enrages, and that's pretty much it.
Spread out.
You don't have to be too spread out. Like, we can stack on the boss, just because the main thing is no one should be on the ads at all. Yeah, you can, but that's the thing. If you want to kill the followers, you're more than welcome to it. But either way, you know, like having the DPS go into the followers or whatever the hell her name is, Fairlina, it's pretty much the same thing, because the tanks can still just hold the followers there. They don't do too much. They kind of charge around, but followers are free kills. Worshippers, we need to keep alive. I'm trying to think of anything else. I guess we can just have Lutha and Gus take either side of the ads, unless they want to pull. Actually, no, we should pull all the ads to one side of the room. So we should have Lutha and Gus try and take the ads to the right of that platform, and then if Banjo can try and take Fairlina to the left.
That works, but let Lutha do his shield throw on the left 3, and Grumpy do his shield throw on the right 3 to start the pull, and then I'll pick up Fairlina after it's established.
All right, that sounds good. I think that's everything. If I missed anything, someone let me know, but I believe that's everything for this fight. Dodge the rain of fire. Kit pretty much has the biggest responsibility. Just stay on Fairlina for the most part. We'll get her down, and if she does enrage and we can't get the mind control off, we have tanks to just pop their cooldowns. It's pretty much Banjo's going to be the one main tanking it. If you have any defenses you can pop, I don't know. She hits pretty damn hard, so.
I got 60 fucking K health when I pop my defensive, but I only get one go at that.
Okay, yeah. So if we miss one, that'll probably be the time to do it. I guess just lust in the beginning, whenever we're all on Fairlina. I don't think there's a certain time to lust.
We do have 2 people offline.
Darkwing pretty much just left, it looks like. Detlef, I'm not sure what happened.
He's done that the last 2 raids. I'm inclined to boot him. Really.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I do know.
Detlef was just here, and I did hear him talking in the mic, so I think he might just be having technical difficulties. But yeah, Darkwing's been out for like the last 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, especially with the storms coming.
I'd say we give Detlef, like, I don't want to be a dick, but I kind of want to give him like 2 more minutes, because I would like to finish this wing and maybe give 4 Horsemen one more try. Let's give him the 10 if he's not here, and then we'll just go for it. Yeah, go get a drink if you want.
We'll get a drink.
Out of curiosity, when is your raid stop?
We shoot for 10:30 normally, because I know a lot of you guys, it's a work night and all that. So
okay.
But we'll see how we're feeling, because ideally if we can kill my Exna and Fairlina within 20 minutes, probably 15, best case scenario, that still gives us hopefully 15 minutes to at least give 4 Horsemen another try. Because ideally if we kill 4 Horsemen tonight, our cleanup day would be pretty damn easy. It would just be Plague Quarter, which is super easy, Construct, which is kind of tough, and then you got the last 2 bosses. So,
well, I mean, the fact that we only have 23 right now might be a problem.
Yeah, yeah, that is a good point. That's a good point. We could always, maybe do one of the first bosses to another wing. Then if time permits, I would just like to have this be our first actual full clear. We keep getting so close. We keep getting down to pretty much the 4 horsemen and the last 2 bosses are what we always end up stuck on, and then we killed everything else. So I want this to be the first week we get it all done.
It's a big hump, man. It's a big hump.
Yeah, it really is. And this is the most stacked group we've had in a while. We've been coming in here with like 21 and 22 people and still like pushing through it, but our DPS earlier was pretty off the charts.
I'm shocked you're getting anything down with 21.
Yeah, it's been a struggle, man.
Well,
That's what I mean, and that, I was gonna say this earlier for anybody who's who's new here. If you guys don't have a guild and you wanna make this a regular thing, we still need a couple more people to get our full 25 roster. So invitations are open to anybody.
I'll be happy to do 25 as long as my guild isn't doing them.
Yeah, we'll be. I mean, at this point, we're trying to do it pretty consistent. We've been doing 10-mans pretty much out the ass, so I would like to start getting the goodies done.
We're switching our 25s next week to Saturday.
Yeah, good point, Mel. I forgot to mention that. This is kind of a one-off night.
Yo, Deadlift.
So what are your normal raid days then?
Tuesday.
I'm coming.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
For the 10-man or the 25?
25.
Saturday night.
You do 25 on Saturday, so that's kind of cool.
We're going to starting next week.
Just
it used
one.
to be Sunday, but we
If we need to add like a cleanup day, we'll figure that out. Because that still leaves us Sunday and Monday if we needed to get down like SAF, KT, or 4 horse or whatever. But we've been having a little bit of issues with people on Sunday, so we just figured Saturday would work better.
Yeah, I know why I couldn't help you on Sundays. Unfortunately, I've been enjoying being here with you guys. It's been nice.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming out, man.
Hopefully, I don't outstay my welcome.
Indeed.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And Lick, which days are your D&D nights?
Yes.
What day?
Sundays are my D&D nights usually.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
I've been playing since 1982.
Wow.
Same guys.
Long time.
Gotcha. I knew
That's a miracle.
one of those nights was why, and now I remember.
Hey, Detlef, are you okay? Yeah, there you are. There you are.
I'm coming on. My keyboard took a shit, and thank God I got a backup.
Oh, you're good, man. I didn't want to be a dick and move on without you.
Well, get your butt on. Are you on?
I'm on, but I think I'm gonna need a summons.
Summon him.
Can we get a rebuff of kings, please?
Yeah, because apparently I got killed in the process.
I deserved it.
Yeah, probably.
It's Lock TV.
Huh?
All right, I'm gonna put down a fish feast. So for those that need it, because I need it.
So, anybody got a repair bot? I mean, I'm out of symbol of kings.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Oh shit! Why do I keep saying that? I'm on 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I gotta start looking at the cooldown before I talk.
You have a cooldown for talking?
No, I gotta cooldown on these stupid freaking bots.
Cooldown on talking.
So for the repair bots, do you have to be an engineer to use it, or can anybody buy them?
You have to be an engineer to place it down.
So yeah, you gotta be engineered to use them. Yeah.
You can buy them, but you just have to give it to the engineer.
Okay, gotcha.
I should make some on Bunny and put them in the guild bank for me. I'll do that this week.
I've had I made a bunch like a month ago, and they've lasted a pretty good time, pretty long time.
Yeah, I'll make a bunch.
All right, Detlef and Mago, whenever you're ready, we'll
I'm here, no problem.
I'm missing
Okay.
a lot of buffs.
All right, I'm gonna do one last ready check. Make sure everybody's here.
Yeah, I got like one pally buff, and that's about it, and one priest buff.
I just put a.
I don't know. My pally power is showing everybody's good, so I don't know.
Yeah, and you
So-
got you got the druid buff.
Alrighty. So like Banjo said, we're gonna have Lutha and Grumpy throw their shields to get all the ads on them for the initial pull. You guys are gonna try and pull them to the right of the arena, and then Banjo's gonna taunt Fairlina off and pull her to the left.
Y'all shield throw at 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's do this.
Kneel before me, worm.
All DPS should be on Fairlina. We're ignoring the ads pretty much. Hit. I think we're gonna get a frenzy in like 5 seconds.
Immune? There we go.
Good job.
No, didn't do it. Working on it.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
It's immune again?
Make sure you're doing worshippers and not follower.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm down. Battle res, please.
I got it off.
Who's that? That's down, Chromie.
Yeah, if you can pick up Chromie, that'd be nice.
Got him.
Thank you, sir.
Frenzy.
There you go. Good job. Beautifully done, guys. Good job.
Oh my god, the neck piece dropped again.
Should be fighting.
That's the one I rolled a 1 on.
Good job, guys.
That was less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was great. Good job, first try. I love that. Saves a lot of time. Good job, Kit. that that fight is really revolves a lot around the priest there. So that was a great job.
They have been fantastic.
Man, I just realized this helmet doesn't have a freaking meta gem. Why do they even put stuff like this in the game?
Because generally they're set pieces, I think.
Well, it makes me sad.
Ouch.
Grumpy, would you like that helm that dropped off the last boss?
If nobody else needs it, yes, that would be an upgrade.
Okay, yeah, it's better for you than me.
Did I see a totem drop on that?
I think it was
Yes, it
Tom
did
Ezra.
drop.
I don't think anybody else could use it except maybe Villainous.
I've got my best in slot totem for DPS. If you need that totem, go for it.
I would like it. It's a healing totem, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, shamans are a rarity with our group, so you see a totem, it's pretty much all you.
Yeah, because I got all the stuff on on Mantra at one time.
Yeah, and I gotta say, for how much we do next, I see a lot of shaman gear drop. Like, I feel like shaman gear drops more than anything.
Remember how Molten Core was always druid stuff?
Did people even really play druid back in vanilla?
Yeah, they played Feral because there was nothing else for druids. It was like nothing for balance.
We got
You
ads.
fight against all the mages and warlocks for the cloth.
I was gonna say, just let me die.
Somebody pulled.
Oh, they would come to
I
my
got
mail.
disconnected.
We got more ads.
Bad internet.
Watch out, we got more ads.
Holy cow.
All I'm doing is dispelling.
I just got sucked in and got gobbled up.
Yeah, whoever wanted that totem, they should roll.
Well, that's a way to clear out a passageway.
Wasn't pretty, but we did it.
We don't play around.
Here comes some more.
Here comes more spiders. Oh no.
Not yet.
Those are teeny tiny.
Ouch.
Wow, my flask is gone.
If we can get a lock closet at some point, I think we need to summon Alice back because she died, or he died. Sorry.
Well, there's more.
Oh, he is actually almost here. No shortcut for you then.
Oh, we got one of the dark guys up here.
Here come spiders.
Coming in with more good news. There's more.
Leftovers.
That reminded me of Putricide from ICC. Good news, everybody.
You gotta channel the inner Futurama that Professor Farnsworth. Good news, everyone!
Oh, that's much better.
You reminded me of Stratham. The doctor is here.
Oh. Got a man down.
See, and now, I have the best last name ever. My last name is Bender.
I've got a buddy whose last name is Batman.
I got a friend that last name is Skolmowski, and we call him Wazowski.
I had a kid in when I was a counselor in camp. His last name was Bader, and his grandma used to send a letter marked Master Bader. He was so embarrassed.
Grandma, not my middle name.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try and explain this fight somewhat quick, so we can maybe have one shot at 4 horse. I don't know. We're kind of close, but basically we're all gonna be lined up against this wall. If you're a DPS, we're only gonna need 1 to 2 tanks for this one, and the other tank would just be a backup if we did have the second tank. Naxx is gonna put people in webs against the wall. Every range needs to swap or needs to basically get those people out of the webs. That's what I'm going to say. Sorry. If you're melee, you're just going to be staying on her butt pretty much for the entire fight. Basically, every like 30 seconds, she'll cast this web that immobilizes everybody. It's really important that the tanks need to be healed and pop defenses for that because they can't block or parry or anything. So it's going to hurt them during that. Other than that, this is just a pretty rinse and repeat fight of just going through the phases of people getting web wrapped back here. They need to be freed, and then everybody's going to get web wrapped for like 8 seconds. There is an enrage. I want to say 25%, maybe 35%. So we want to save lust for around then. And ideally, if we can, we're going to try and time it. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to try and time it to where we wait for the last big web wrap to hit, and then once she enrages, we'll pop everything. Because if she enrages right before and then everybody gets immobilized, it might be kind of tough for the tank. Other than that, this is just pretty simple rinse and repeat fight. Banjo, you know the positioning on this fight, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, then. I mean, we should be good to go here. I'm gonna do a ready check and make sure everybody's buffed up. Just remember, probably the biggest thing about this fight is that range needs to get people out of the webs, because if it's a healer or something, it can get pretty bad.
Did you want to assign a mage to that, maybe?
Yeah. Let's see. We have a couple, don't we? Let's have Sproxel and Fadi, if you guys can can be like the designated people to try and to get people out of the webs. If anybody still needs buffs, let me know. All right, looks like everybody's ready. Banjo, it's on you.
Wait till I have her positioned before you start DPSing, because it takes a little while.
I promise to tricks you.
That works too. I won't argue with that.
4, 3, 2.
That's the right spot, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So got a couple people wrapped. Thick got wrapped.
Yeah, if one of the mages gets wrapped, then we're gonna need another range to ideally get them out.
Web spray in 3.
Thick and Sprox are wrapped.
Yeah, that one gets everybody. The individual wraps are coming soon.
Thick's wrapped again.
Yeah, wraps are up. Helly's wrapped. Thick is wrapped again. They're both on the other side behind the tank. And try not to stand too close to the front of the tank.
Web spray in 5.
This guy cleaves, right?
Yeah, my Exna does cleave, so if you're near the front, try and get to the back.
It's on the wall.
Sin got wrapped. Mago got wrapped. Web spray scene.
Web spray in 3.
Villainous is wrapped.
Who's on the wall?
Mago's on the wall. Villainous is on the wall. Boss is gonna enrage soon. 6 more %. 5 line.
Web spray in 5.
Stop DPSing.
Enrage.
He might be dead.
Big heals on Banjo from here on out because she's gonna be enraged.
What?
Ellie's wrapped. Sin's wrapped again.
Web spray in 5.
I'm gonna pain suppression you for this one.
I'm good with that.
Great stuff.
Great job.
Yep, a good job. There's the jawbone. I know somebody had that soft res.
Oh, that's Ouch's.
Maybe 2 or 3 people.
I know Ouch did. I saw that one.
So while we do loot for this boss, I'm just gonna ask you guys: you want to try and do one more boss while we have a little bit of time, or do you guys want to call it here?
Keep going.
Am I going after? Yeah.
Because and then my follow up question to that would be if you want to just do an easy one, I would say we do the one that just does the skellies. I can't remember what the hell it's called.
That's
No.
play core.
Yeah, first if you guys want to do the first boss of Plague Quarter, and then when we come back, and then that was going to be my follow up question again to that was once we get done with Noth, we'll try and figure out what day would work best to do the rest of this because we're doing good pace. 4 horses kind of slowed us down, but that fight just sucks. So
I'm good for Noth, and then Saturday night is my next best night.
Saturday works for me too, but I have no
Isn't
preference.
that New Year's Eve?
Saturday is
It is New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's not a good night for me.
night to do this.
Well, I'm okay.
Tomorrow
I'm okay.
night.
Yeah, anytime for me. Just pick a time that will be there.
Tomorrow or Friday,
Maybe
either
going
one.
out on New Year's Eve, so
Is Friday off limits for anybody?
Yeah, unfortunately, Sticky won't be able to make it. I got friends coming into town.
What if we
Damn,
did it
gotcha.
Saturday early, like 2 in the afternoon or something?
6 in the morning, I could do it.
Game.
Mel's up. She's just getting going.
5
Yeah.
a.m. works for me.
It'd be like Saturday cartoons.
I mean, Saturday 2 p.m. That gives you plenty of time to start going.
I'm absolutely fine with that as long as everybody else is. I'm just trying to figure out something that works for everybody because, we tackled the first wing that we did was, in my opinion, like the hardest one. So, we come back on the cleanup day. We should be able to get through Plague and Construct pretty quickly, and then we just have the bullcrap bosses left.
That we got a good group.
Oh, we got a great group, yeah.
Well, guys, I don't have time to go to the next boss. I've got to get out of here because I got to go to bed. I get up at 4 in the morning.
Well, we appreciate you, man.
Not a problem. Always nice to help.
If you're in
Thank you,
our
thank you.
if you're in our group Discord for
thanks,
this
Phil.
raid,
Thank you, Phil.
give us a day that works best for you, and we can maybe get you included on the cleanup because we want you to be there.
It all just depends upon my guild because my guild kind of does it here and there.
Yeah, I totally
Kinda
feel you.
switching back and forth. So, but if I can help, I'll give you guys a hand.
Well, thank you, man. We appreciate you.
Yep. Take care, guys.
You too. So it looks like I think we got all the loot out. So let's just try and get Noth down pretty quickly here, and we'll call her in a. Oh, sorry, we didn't get all the loot out. I'm sorry. We can we'll discuss the follow up day in the Discord text chat. But I think if we can possibly try moving forward, maybe like Mel said, Saturday 2 p.m. if that works for everybody, we can shoot for that. If not, we'll figure something else out.
I mean, we could go 1 p.m. I just picked that arbitrarily out of my head.
Yeah, no, whatever time works for everybody. I think that's good because it'll give us time to, if we get to KT and we still need an extra 30 minutes, we can keep pushing, around like 4 o'clock or whatever.
I got Tai Chi till about 1:15.
Gotta get that gargoyle down.
Everybody focus the gargoyle. He's going to regen when he gets to a certain health, so we need to burn him down.
Yeah, well, if we start earlier, that gives people time to go out and stuff.
Come on, get him.
Yep.
Is anybody keeping logs, by the way?
Our weekend guy Lakes does, but I don't think anybody here does, if I'm not
Okay.
wrong. Well, let's focus the right gargoyle, by the way.
After this other gargoyle goes down, we need to wait on the debuff to drop off too.
Yeah, good point.
15 seconds.
Let's focus the right gargoyle again. I think that's all the gargoyles. So this fight, super easy. Like honestly, probably the easiest fight in all Naxx. This guy Noth is gonna blink around the room and drop threat randomly. So Banjo's just gonna try and hold him as best as he can. Throughout the fight, he's gonna summon skeletons from these pile of bones. Lutha is gonna try and pick them up and bring them to Noth, so we can just kind of AOE clear everything down. It's not really like a Nubercon where the crypt guards are like the #1 priority. You can kind of focus on Noth and get down the ads at the same time if you have AOE. Just do whatever you got to do. Around a certain time or percent, he teleports away to his platform. He's going to summon more and more ads. One of them, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on which one it is. It's like a skeletal mage will do a nasty AOE. So you're going to want to watch out for that when that one comes out. That ad should only ever be up during the teleport phase, so when Noth isn't on the ground.
I didn't notice him leave.
It's Guardian, I think. I misspelled that, guys.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So the Guardians will do nasty AoE. So that's kind of like the range priority. If you're melee, just watch out for that because it'll pretty much one-shot you if you get hit by it. Again, this is just a simple rinse and repeat fight where Noth is going to teleport, come back, and hopefully by the first teleport, we should have him killed. If he teleports a second time, we just keep rinsing and repeating.
When he blinks away, he drops aggro. And I have to taunt him and try to get him back. But there is a chance that my taunt will miss. So kind of choking off your DPS when he blinks is pretty important. And the skeletal guardians also blink and drop aggro whenever they do so as well.
And especially after the teleport phase. When he comes down from that teleport phase, he's like immune for like a solid 5 seconds. So we have to let Banjo get his threat back. So yeah, that is probably the hardest mechanic on this fight. It's just kind of chilling on DPS at the right time, so that the boss is always on Banjo.
There is no enrage timer to my knowledge. You don't have to be in a big hurry. So that makes that part easier.
Yep, slow and steady wins the race on this one. So remember, Lutha should be pulling the ads towards us. We're going to get the ads down as we're killing down Noth. Whenever Noth is blinking or anything, we're not going to be DPSing them. We're letting Banjo get his threat back. I think there's a curse that goes out, Curse of the Plaguebringer, that needs to be decursed. I forgot to mention that. So if anybody has decursive or any kind of decurse, I can get that.
Yeah,
That's the main one.
all druids and mages should be on decursing.
Wait for Thoughty to get back, and then we'll get this going.
Is this the one that's got the skeletons that have the AoE?
Yeah. Yep.
They're called Guardians.
Waiting for Lutha and Thoughty.
Out. This is for Chromie. You know what amazes me week after week?
What's that?
How we down boss after boss without 25 people.
Oh, I know. I love it.
There's actually an achievement to do it with, I think, 20 or less.
I think it's a slap in the game's face to say you need 25 for this. I say no, you don't.
Well, once War comes out and everybody's got every piece that they need from the first 4 bosses, Naxx 10 and 25 will be a pushover.
Yeah, it's gonna look easy in comparison. All right, I'm gonna do one last ready check. If Thoughty doesn't ready up, we're just gonna go. He'll be with us in spirit.
Mel's, yeah, is everybody here?
Yeah, it looks like everybody's here except for him. Banjo, if you want to do pull timer.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Let's do this.
We could probably get our hero whenever.
Range has got the ads or no?
No, Lutha should be picking up the ads, and then we should just be AoEing them all down. If you get an ad on, you try and bring it to the middle.
Lots of curses up. You can stand on the other side of the room over by that green wall side, and the ads will have to run through the tanks to get to you. Makes it a little bit easier.
We're gonna get tons of ads here. Watch out for the Guardians, I think are the ones that do the AoE.
Teleport back in 10.
Remember, guys, when he pops in, he's immune for like 5 seconds. So let Banjo get his threat. You can start hitting him again. Got another teleport in about 15 seconds.
Just
I think
missed it.
this is the teleport where, yeah,
There
here
they
we
are.
go, Guardians. Yep.
Killads.
Seriously?
Apparently, they didn't like you.
Teleport back.
Jeez.
Nice job, guys.
The necklace dropped again.
That necklace dropped 3 times.
Yep.
Thank God. Now Mel can get it.
Yeah, every rogue is going home with a nice necklace today. So is
Have it.
now that we we got another boss out of the way for the cleanup. Is anybody opposed to Saturday around like 2 p.m. or something like that?
I can do it.
2 I could do.
Yep. Yep, we're good.
That
I can
works
do
for me.
And if anything comes up and someone can't make it, just shoot me a message on Discord, and we'll figure it out.
As Scruff would say, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're gonna kill KT this Saturday.
Yes,
So what
sir,
time
yes,
are we
sir.
gonna do?
We'll shoot for 2, I think.
2. Okay.
I like your arbitrary number. It's just sounds good. Not too early, not too late. It'll still give us time. You know, people that want to go out have drinks for New Year's or whatever. You'll still have plenty of time for all that.
You can see me at the pub.
Celebrating your KT kill.
Yeah, I gained that gun. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
You'll be drinking because Chromie got his axe.
Or my axe. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. It's positives as I could tell.
We'll see about that gun then.
Rat Sticky.
Can we get a port chat or not chat? Oh my god! What am I thinking?
Theramore.
Yeah, Theramore.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Well, great job, everybody. This was I'm very happy with how we did tonight. This was, our probably our strongest attempt so far with the amount of DPS, the amount of people we had, amount of gear. I'm pretty damn satisfied with this.
Hell yeah. I'm pretty sad. Yeah, I got a little pride in my sleeve with my DPS, but I'm gonna switch to survival and see how that works.
Yeah, you had some nice DPS, and that's the other thing I was gonna say.